Hi, everyone. My name is Alicia Hall. I am your instructor for the fall 2025 semester for this Intro to College Reading and Writing class. So, I'm making this video just to walk you through some of the basics and the expectations for this semester. So, I do make a video almost every week, but they're usually 4 or 5 minutes long. And this one is a little bit longer only because I have so much to show you and tell you. So, you'll see this is going to be about 10 minutes. Um, I know we're also used to TikToks and 30-second videos and 1 minute videos. So I know that this is long, so I try not to be in the habit of it. Um, so I'm going to walk you through the most basic components of my CT state. And when you log on, these are the first boxes that you see. So the ones you're going to be using the most are your college email. You guys should try to get in the habit of checking that at least twice a week. And then, of course, Blackboard, which will bring you directly to our class. During the semester, you're not going to really these links down below that you'll see are more important when you're registering and at the end of the semester, but they're all self-explanatory, and you'll learn quite a bit about this in a college career success class if you haven't taken one already. But for this class, we're going to be operating out of Blackboard the majority of the time. Okay, so once you're in Blackboard, we're going to locate our class, which is 0930. Okay. So whenever you open up, the first thing you're going to see is basically a to-do list of every week. So you probably saw below here my initial post, but this is what your work week will look like. So I have this numbered list, and you want to be sure that you've completed every single assignment by Sunday. Other assignments are due on Wednesday. That's the discussion post. And I'm always, listing and bolding dates just to try to alert you. But you're going to get in a rhythm. You'll get in a rhythm of like, okay, this is due on Wednesday and this is due on Sunday. But always refer back to this page to make sure you've done what you needed to do for the week. So you'll see one of the first two assignments are located in course content. So to get over to course content, you're going to go over here and you'll see week one. Click on week one and you'll see your two assignments. So for the course syllabi questions, you have six questions in total. In order to answer these, you do have to go over here to the syllabus folder, open that up, and click on the syllabus. So you're going to scroll through. This document's important. Um, be sure to go through the grading is very important. Anything that I've highlighted, but just scroll through this document, and this you'll find all of your answers to that particular assignment in this document. My contact info, everything. Okay. So for all your classes, be sure to do that. All right. Let me get back to. Oops. I'm sorry, everybody. Let's get back to the announcements page. Okay, actually, course content one more time because there's one other assignment in here that I wanted you to see. So the other assignment is a letter to your instructor. Both of these are due on Sunday the 31st. So it's only the 22nd and you have early access to this, so feel free to get started. But technically nothing is due until the 31st. Okay? All right, now let's talk about submitting because some frustrating things can happen to you. And this just happened to me the other day. And I just want to give you a heads up about it. So let's say you're going to go in here to respond to these questions. I did put a little note in here. If I ever give you a numbered assignment, please number your answers so I know what question you're corresponding to, which is important. And you'll see I put here a lot of students forget to do that. Okay. So you can submit here to the create submission box. That's fine. You can upload using the Word document as well, but let's just say you want to use this. If you start writing in here and you get up to get a coffee or use the bathroom and you come back out and you're logged out, it's not going to save your work and you're going to lose everything. And this just happened to me the other day and I just forgot how frustrating it is. So, what I recommend is when you guys are in your college email, okay, so you have your page open, you have these little dots over here. You all have free access to all of this. So you have a Word account, Excel account, PowerPoint, all of this is for you. So one thing you could do is do everything on the Word document. Just open up create a blank one. This is basically how I do all my assignments, and do all your work here. This saves automatically. When you click over here, you'll see that sometimes you are logged out. So once in a while, check. If you've walked away, check to make sure you're still logged back in. So you can type out all of your answers here, copy paste back into here, and click submit. You don't have to do this extra step if you don't want to. If you're using the document, you can just upload it. But remember that that document is in the cloud. So it's, unless you're using a local Word, a local file, of course, that's what you're going to operate. But if you're using the Word app, use your cloud to upload that. Okay. So that's just a little advice. So hopefully you can dodge that from ever happening, because it is frustrating to lose that time and effort. All right, let me get out of here. Okay, let's go back to the announcements page. Okay. So you do have the discussion board this week. This one's nice and easy because it's just introductions, and I've actually already put mine in there as well. Normally for an introduction, or I'm sorry, normally for a discussion post, I ask that you comment on your classmates' posts, but this week you do not have to. You are welcome to, but it's not an obligation. So I do want to show you how to post in a discussion board. So we're going to go over here to discussions. You'll see introductions is here as well. If this can help guide you, if you want to just answer some of these questions. So click on introductions, and in order, you'll see mine here. You can just click on this to read it. But when you want to post for yourself, you're actually going to click on the thread. You can put your name here, and then you can just type up your introduction right here. Click submit, and that's it. It'll go straight to the thread that I've created. Okay. All right. So those are pretty much the basics for this. Just always refer back to the announcements page and make sure you've done every itemized list that you can see here, or number that you can see. So I want to talk about contacting me. So as you know, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I am on campus a lot. If you call me, I put my number here. I'm just never in my office. I'm always in a classroom. So I'm not in my office until like 2:00. But if you email me, I check my emails constantly. So 15 times a day. So that's the fastest way to get back to me. And I respond as fast as I can, especially to my online course students, because I know you guys are looking for quick responses. So this, I wanted to show you here. You see the message board? Did I deactivate it? I try to deactivate this every semester. I'm going to delete it. And maybe it'll still be visible. Well, my whole point is don't use it, because it never alerts me. There's no alerting the professor that you've messaged me there. So sometimes like 2-3 weeks will go by before I ever see it. But with email, yes, I'll always see that. Okay. Okay. Lastly, just one more comment about this schedule. For students, I want to say historically, statistically, the students that are pacing themselves through the semester and not saving all of this for Sunday are the students that I notice that are passing the class. The way the class is graded is very like fairly based. Nothing is weighted so much where like, oh, if you don't pass this essay, you're going to fail the whole class. I've really tried to weigh all of the assignments very fairly so that it's not a huge impact. So if you're just keeping up, you're going to pass the class. And the whole point of the class is to prepare you for Composition 1, which everyone needs, and to make sure you feel really comfortable with the structure of an essay, and reading and commenting on, critical thinking on what you're reading. So just be sure to not save this all for Sunday, because you're going to start hating your Sundays too, because it's going to be filled with all of this work. So, and of course, you do have the Wednesday discussion posts. So you need to be in here anyways. So I highly recommend that you kind of knock out 2 or 3 assignments as you go, and not necessarily save absolutely everything for Sunday, because it's too much. It's too much work. Um, you'll get frustrated and then you start to get sloppy. So that's my biggest recommendation for the class. Again, I can't say this enough, but just, email me anytime you're lost about an assignment, especially the first week or two. I'm really going to have some patience about any submission issues or things like that, because I know it happens when we're all getting started. Okay? Well, I hope this helps, and I look forward to working with you guys all semester. All right? Enjoy those last days this summer.